Know my heart and my welcome to today's live stream. I'm Monique Bradley, live from the Your Fix TV studios in New Zealand with an amazing story of great New Zealand products to share with you today. I'm in the studio with amazing beauty expert. This is Tony Narang from
hello.
Natural New Zealand skincare range, Caithy Organics. Kia ora, Tony, how are you?
Hello, I'm all good.
So good to have you in the studio with us today and talking about this incredible skincare range. Now, first of all, I want to say hello to all of our friends watching in India today. It's really great to have you with us, and it was such an honor to meet so many of you on my recent trip to India. I had the pleasure of heading to Ambala and Chandigarh and Delhi and meeting so many people.
Wow.
And Tony, what I really noticed is there were so many people who were really struggling with their skin.
Right.
So we have customers here in New Zealand with the same problems, and over, of course, in India, lots of people really struggling with the effects of pollution and aging and the sun and the environment. You know, no different from what we see here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So, first of all, why are the Caithy Organics products so different?
Okay, Caithy Organics is all natural and organic skincare made in New Zealand. And New Zealand is all pure and beautiful,
Certainly
rich
is.
with native ingredients, which is fantastic. It's a really good range with all natural ingredients in there, which are plant-based. So there is no nasties in there.
No parabens.
No parabens.
Nothing that's going to irritate your skin. It's really good.
Yeah. So,
And so basically, if you think about our country, and I know a lot of you have been following the posts that I've been sharing on the Manuka Tree Facebook page, you'll see that New Zealand is a country which really prides itself on its purity and the potency of its natural resources. And these are the ingredients that have basically been used in the Caithy Organics products. Is that right?
Yes.
So just like the Manuka Tree website, everything here is sourced from nature as well.
Yes.
So what's the benefit of using, say, a natural skincare range as opposed to something that might have some bleach in it for pigmentation or a few chemicals which sound fancy? What's the benefit of using natural skincare?
Okay. The natural skincare is totally different from the other ranges which you get in supermarket and normal stores. So the difference between these one is because it's all natural, plant-based, and all of the ingredients which used in there is organic. And the other thing, if you find some products from the supermarkets, it's rich in hydroquinone, some bleaches in there.
Hydroquinone, that's pretty dangerous stuff.
It is. And especially in the whitening products and for treatment of the pigmentation, uneven skin tone, there are lots of products into the market which are all chemical based. So when you pick some products, you will find hydroquinone and there are some bleaches in there. And the other are with some numbers, which are cancerous.
Wow. Oh, really?
It is, yeah. If you are using those ingredients in long run and keep on using it, then definitely one day the side effects will come out.
Oh dear, well, we don't want that. We want to really look after our skin. And my understanding from working with healthcare professionals is that, of course, our skin is our biggest organ. And anything that we put on our skin is absorbed in through that skin into our bloodstream. And things like bleaches and hydroquinone, where do they end up? They end up in your liver. And we certainly don't want those nasty chemicals, affecting our liver, which is the main processing unit in our bodies that really help our health. So when you're using natural skincare, it's not just helping your skin, it's helping your health as well. And that's something I am a huge ambassador for. That's why I love the range as well, Tony, I have to say. Now, first of all, the story behind Caithy Organics, because there's a bit of a story. So the person who created this, my understanding is they had tried all of the skincare products in the supermarket, and they tried everything in the pharmacies, and they still had skin reactions.
Yes, because of keep on using it. The some of the makeup range, which is full of chemicals, and keep on using years and years. And it's all comes up with the skin sensitivity, and and all of the sudden it starts with some reactions, and then the creator, she thought about that, how she can she can use the natural products, natural ingredient, and treat the skin. So that's why she just explored some options with almond oil and some avocado oil in evening primrose. So it was like,
and rosehip oil, of course,
oil as well. So it was like, in every day we can find these ingredients at home. So she started using it and come up with, some of the blend of different oils together, and it helps really, to her skin. So that's why she gave a thought about, starting off a company, like, okay, yeah, let's give a start
and see where it goes
from there.
So all of the ingredients that started the range are sourced from nature, and they are pure, and they're essential oils as well. So you've got beautiful pure almond oil, you've got rosehip oil, which is amazing and loaded with vitamin E, is that right?
It is.
So good.
It's really good for the skin, especially vitamin E, vitamin C, antioxidants.
Yes.
So we have like around 27 products at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Now, I didn't realize that. I've been a really proud brand ambassador for the products for the last 2.5 years. So, and I just want to say hello to everybody who's watching. It's great to see you guys on the stream. Feel free, by the way, because we're live right now. If you've got any questions at all about your skin, or you're really struggling with pigmentation or signs of aging, message in, because you can talk to our beauty expert while we're live here today. So I met Tony about 2.5 years ago.
Yes.
I was the host of a New Zealand TV shopping channel called Yes Shop. And the first thing that the producers said to me is, "Oh, Monique, we can see you're struggling with your skin." And I thought, thanks. And then they said, "We want you to try these oils."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I've got really sensitive skin. Is my skin going to react?" They said, "That's for you to find out." So I started using your rosehip oil, actually.
Yeah.
And I used it firstly as a night cream. And then I learnt, and this was really cool, that if you use liquid foundation, you can put a little drop of rosehip oil onto your liquid foundation with your brush, and you put it all over your face, and you get this gorgeous, glowy foundation look, and it keeps your skin hydrated all day.
Yep.
So rosehip oil was one of the key pieces, or the key parts of your range that really took off. Is that right?
Yes, it is. It's loaded with like natural antioxidants. It's rich in omega-6, omega-9 fatty acids, rich in vitamin C. So this is what your skin actually needs. So it's all in one. It's good for wrinkles. It's good for hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, and even for the birthmark and sunburns as well.
Ah, fantastic. And if you're like me and you've got problems with pigmentation, rosehip oil is one of the most fantastic things you can use to actually stop that pigmentation from growing. So my understanding too is for sensitivity, chances are if your skin's really sensitive, it means that the lipid barrier in your skin is not fully developed. And because rosehip oil has those essential omega fatty acids in there, it will actually help build the lipid barrier. And the best part is your sensitivity starts to lessen. And that's something you really need to know. By the way, if you've just joined the stream, you can have a look at all the products on the Manuka Tree website, www.manukatree.co.nz. Is that right, Vishav? Yes, I had to check that website because I'm just used to typing in the Manuka Tree and it pops up on my feed in Google anyway. So yeah, you can. All of these products are available, and do feel free to message in and ask questions.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the biggest problems that I discovered when I was talking to the wonderful women in India.
Yeah.
First of all, women talking about the signs of premature aging.
Right.
Second of all, women like me who have struggled with pigmentation. That's something I want to address tonight. Acne, what to do for acne.
Yeah.
And because of pollution, the effects of dryness, flaky skin, and how do we keep the pollution out.
Yeah.
So, what would you recommend? I know I've given you a lot of topics tonight.
Yeah, no worries.
But I know these are the questions these women were asking me in India. So I thought I'm going to ask the expert.
All right.
So what do you recommend?
Okay. And so I'll just cover a little bit about like what are the reasons why these things happen. So lots of inquiries always come to me and they ask me, okay, what we can do for our skincare routine.
Yes.
Some are having some problem with acne, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, blemishes, how these comes in. So actually we need to look onto a one thing which actually cause these things.
Yes.
So the first cause of these things is the sunlight.
Oh, for all of it?
Yes.
So premature aging, pigmentation, acne, everything?
Everything is the first major cause is sunlight. And lots of people actually don't know about this thing.
No.
And actually this is a fact.
Yeah. I'm in shock right now. I did not realize that.
Yeah. So like, the people actually some people don't like using sunscreen because they said like it's sticky, it's giving too much of whiteness. It's like, when I wear this, it's not comfortable. So it's really good to know the importance of a good sunscreen, which gonna be good for your skin type.
Well, I've noticed for me, a lot of the sunscreens that I've tried over the years have made my skin really oily, and I've ended up with spots all through this area of my face, so lots of congestion. I noticed though, because I use your sunscreen, I notice though I don't have that problem with this range. So what's the difference with your product?
Yeah, so our product is all natural. It's a natural sunblock with SPF 50.
Wow, SPF 50 is great.
Yeah, and all the ingredients in that one is plant-based. And it's like the emulsifiers that used in there is a coconut based.
Right.
Yeah, and the other we have Fotokava and kiwi seed extract as well.
Wow, kiwi seed. Now kiwi seed, is that the one that's loaded with extra vitamin C as well?
Extra vitamin C, it's rich in antioxidant, and Fotokava is one of the best ingredient that actually heals.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah. So it's actually a natural healer.
Yes.
So you can use for like, some of, in New Zealand, Fotokava is a natural Botox. Lots of people, they use as a natural Botox.
Are you for real?
Yes. Yes.
I did not know that.
So lots of people, those who are like, are taking the skin seriously, because in the Maori culture, Fotokava is actually a medicinal plant. It has.
I did not know that at all. Yeah. That's incredible. So is that why you've got the Putakawa on the front of the bottle?
Yes, yes.
So the Putakawa tree, so you can see the beautiful red flowers here on the front of the bottle. The Putakawa tree is one of our native trees. A native plant, and it only flowers at Christmas time. So at the moment we have this beautiful sea of these gorgeous red stamen coming through, and it really is beautiful. But I didn't know it's a natural Botox as well. So with the sunscreen, obviously, you've got the vitamin A and the vitamin C in there, you've got the coconut oil, and what that does is that's going to create a beautiful layer on your skin, which will actually keep out, it's loaded with antioxidants too, so it's going to keep out that pollution, and that's really important to know. And because it's got antioxidants, it's going to fight the free radicals that are in our environment that can cause the dead skin, that can cause all that nasty pigmentation and precancerous cells as well. It starts to fight those. So having something like this as a base layer before you put on your makeup and head out the door is a really good thing to have as part of your daily skincare routine. So how long does this last throughout the day?
It long lasts up to, because every sunscreen is really important. If you are in sun most of the time, it's really important to reapply the sunscreen for every 2 hours, after every 2 hours. And it's really important when you are going out, you should wear sunscreen 20 minutes before. 20
minutes before. The great thing too is that what I noticed with this product as well is you're going to put it on and then you want it to sink in before you put your makeup on. That's really important as well. This is a fantastic base under your foundation, by the way. It gives you a really good even coverage, and it's really hydrating without leaving you really greasy. That is really good to know. So step one, if you're wanting to transform your skin, it's really important to start with a good sunscreen before you think about any other products to look after your skin. If you're wanting to prevent those signs of anti-aging, if you want to help out your skin, if you've got pigmentation like I've had, or if you're getting dry, flaky skin, you need a good barrier cream. And the Caithy Organic Sunscreen is going to do that for you, and that's really important to know. Okay, so that's the first place to start. Another thing I want to mention about the sunscreen is because in sunscreen, lots of people, they said like, oh, we travel in a car, so we don't need a sunscreen because we are in a shade. But the fact is, like, because in sunlight there are two different types of rays. One is UVA and UVB. So UVA is one of the which cause damage. One of the ray actually cause damage to the skin. So all the problems relate to allergies, sun allergies, suntan,
sun, you can say the pigmentation, uneven skin tone, blemishes, even the photo aging, anti-aging is caused by UVA. And the other is the UVB. So UVB is like, it actually causes sunburn and skin cancer. So
oh goodness, we don't want that, do we? Not at all.
Yeah. So if you are in a car, especially if you are driving, so make sure that you should put the sunscreen onto the exposed part.
Yes.
Why it is important? Because the UVA radiations which are in the sun, actually 70% of the sun UVA penetrates through the glass.
Now, I actually have an actual case study of that.
Yeah.
My father used to sit, he was quite elderly, and he was, his health wasn't great towards the end of his life. He used to sit every day in a conservatory on a couch, and one side, so there was a window on this side of his body.
Yeah.
This whole side of his body, he'd wear a singlet sitting in the conservatory. This whole side of his body was brown. And this side was white.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what was going on until a doctor said, do you sit by a window? Because this is the effects of the UVA rays.
Yes, because it's 70%, it penetrates.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
If you are using, the tinted windows as well.
Yes.
30 to 50% penetrates through as well.
Wow, I did not know that, Tony.
It is a fact, and it's really important for everyone to know that if you are traveling by car, it's really important to put the sunscreen on all the time.
And even the kids who are sitting in the back seat or wherever they're sitting in the car, important for them to have on there. But remember, you don't want to put a sunscreen on your child that's loaded with chemicals, because think of how much that's going to do for their health as well. You want to put something on there that's really natural. And this is a good place to start.
It is a good place to start.
And I'm going to give you guys a special tip. When you're using this, you don't need to use a lot. You need to use a small amount, and you're going to warm it up in your hands, spread it on your hands, and then put it on your face in any area that's going to be touched or kissed by the sun. So the rest of your body can be covered up with clothes, but make sure that all those areas that are going to be exposed, you just need a little bit of coverage from this, because a little bit does go a long way with this product. Okay, that's fantastic, and people can find that on the Manuka Tree website.
Yes,
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's the first part of your skincare range that you need to start thinking about now. Now remember, if you're living in an area where the pollution is a little bit thicker, if there's a lot of smog in the air, and you're thinking about a barrier cream to protect that pollutant from getting into your skin and into your system, this is really beautifully thick to protect your skin as a barrier cream. So this is a great product to have in your skincare range. Excellent stuff. Oh, hello Maria, who is watching today. Great to see you watching the stream. Feel free to ask questions as we're live right now. Okay, so the other questions people were asking about while I was in India, they wanted to know about pigmentation, anti-aging, and the effects, of course, of pollution giving them scaly skin or acne. So what would you recommend?
Right. So for that, it's really important to follow the skincare routine. So with the skincare, the good skincare routine actually starts with cleansing, exfoliating, toning, and moisturizing.
Love it.
So these are the 4 steps which we have to do every day. If you can, the exfoliation is only the step which we have to do once or twice a week. But the rest, cleanser, toning, and moisturizing.
Right, excellent.
It's every day.
Now, what I noticed when I was in India as well is that where we were, we don't have the humidity there that we have here in New Zealand. So I noticed that my skin did become slightly flakier. So one of the key things that really helped me with that was actually getting rid of those dead skin cells using the exfoliator. So I actually used it a couple of times more than I would here in New Zealand. And it was fantastic because it was so, it wasn't too harsh on my skin. So with an exfoliator, normally they're quite rough, but I noticed there's no microbeads in your exfoliator. That's the product here at the end of the range, which is normally further down your skincare routine, but I wanted to jump onto it right now. Why is this such a gentle exfoliator? What are the scrubbing agents in there?
The scrubbing agent in that one is a walnut shell powder.
Oh, made from nature.
And kaolin clay.
Yep.
And it's actually rich in fruit acids. It has jojoba oil, rosehip oil, macadamia nut, and the other oils as well. So that actually, it's not harsh on the skin. It's really mild. And when you are doing the scrubbing, it's actually buff away all the dead skin cells.
Right. Yeah. So often we can look slightly older because we've actually got this layer of dead skin cells sitting on the skin's surface. And what we actually want to do is to reveal the brighter, more beautiful, younger, fresher looking skin that's underneath. And using a good exfoliator is a key part of a skincare regime that you should be using at least once or twice a week. But remember, you've got to keep away from those products that have chemicals, and you've got to use something like this one, which is just loaded with natural ingredients.
Yep.
And the oils that are used in here, my understanding is they're the closest to the natural human sebum that we produce in our hair and our skin. Natural oils will absorb more easily into your skin, so you don't look all greasy like an oil slick. Because so many people said to me, are you sure putting oil on your skin is okay? Yes, even if your skin is naturally oily, it doesn't mean it's hydrated.
Yes.
So you need to use a really good oil like the rosehip oil or any of the oils in the Caithy Organics range to actually load your skin with nutrition. That's the important thing. Right, so I jumped ahead a step. So let's talk about your cleanser first of all.
So
that's
the cleanser
this
is the
here.
first step. So the cleanser, I just want to show. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab
so this
that.
is the bright cleansing lotion. And it's really very gentle and nutritional, rich with loaded with all the nutrients with like aloe vera, and it contains almond oil and sesame oil.
I love that, Maya.
So yeah,
perfect.
So
this
actually,
is the product right here.
Gentle, cleans and condition and soften the skin. So it helps in removing all the makeup and the dirts from the pores.
Actually, I have to say it's fantastic. I use it twice a day on my skin. So this is part of the brightening range. So this is the brightening cleansing lotion. Why I love this is that the first time you use it, your skin will instantly look brighter. That's the first thing I noticed. And when we've done live demonstrations of this product at trade shows and given people demonstrations, we normally test it on the back of people's hands to show the difference in brightness after one usage. It really is a fantastic product. For me, why I love this is it is so easy to remove my makeup. And because I work in TV, I wear a lot of makeup every day. And seriously, I don't even need to use water. So I will put this onto cotton pads and wipe
it off.
away my makeup. It is absolutely fantastic. I even use it, I have eyelash extensions, so I even use it around my eyes. It's really gentle. If you've got children who might be doing school shows or they might be doing dance recitals, this is so gentle. I've used this on my stepdaughter's face after her ballet concert. She's 12 years old. I've used this to take off her stage makeup. It really is a fantastic product. And why I love it too is this is one of the products that's helped reduce my pigmentation by about 80%. This is an absolute go-to product that I have to have every day on my skincare, and it's not like a soap like some cleansers are. So it's not foamy, it's a cream cleanser. And that means it's very, very good for sensitive skins. So this is the first part of the skincare range.
And it's good for all skin type. So if you have oily, dry, combination, normal or sensitive, it works on all skin types.
Excellent. So it doesn't matter what your skin type is, it's even great for the kids. We love that. Now the second step in that range, which I've already jumped into because I love the product,
is the exfoliator.
So while your face is still a little bit damp after taking off your makeup with your skincare, your bright cleansing lotion, you want to grab a little bit of this and put it in your hands, and using slightly wet fingers, that's my trick. I think it feels really nice. You want to actually work all those areas, being very gentle around the eyes, and work those areas where you might have a little bit of congestion, where you might end up with slightly flaky skin, which is often through the T-zone, and around the hairline as well. I notice a lot of people really struggle with that. So we know that there's walnut shell in there, which is walnut shell powder, which is that kind of gritty feeling. Why is walnut shell better than microbeads? That's a big question.
Microbeads are not good for the skin. It's really harsh on the skin, whereas walnut is all natural and it's like a fruit. You can eat. So it's like the same say, like what you
it's food for your skin,
it's
basically.
food for the skin. So it's like, you know, if you are not putting anything, like, you know, the good thing in your body, you can't put it on your skin. So it's same thing, like if you are putting a good stuff in the body, feeding a good stuff, definitely feed the skin.
I totally agree. And of course, microbeads are so bad for our environment, and you know, they go out through the gutters, through our pipes into the ocean, and are really affecting, you know, the sea life and the marine animals and things. We don't want to do that. We want to do something that's natural. So this is fantastic. If you are getting those signs of aging, premature aging, this will give you a fresher, brighter look. And if you are struggling a little bit with flaky skin, this is the answer. It will absolutely help get rid of that flaky skin. And for me, it's really helped with my pigmentation as well.
Yes, it actually helps a lot, like especially with the pigmentation problem and even like the sunspots.
Ah, yes. Yeah. That's what I've had on my skin, and I have used this and it's been fantastic. Particularly I used it on my forehead, where I've had a lot of pigmentation, and the patches on my cheeks. And you'd think, oh, using exfoliator on your cheeks is so sensitive. This is perfect, perfect. All right, so that's step number 2. The third step in our skincare range, if you're wanting to transform your skin, is the gorgeous toner. Now, the way that I would describe this is it's like being kissed by 1,000 angels. It really is amazing. So you spray it on, and the smell that I get, the aroma I get is lavender. What are the other ingredients in here?
The other ingredients are the rose water.
Oh, yes, of course.
And it contains witch hazel as well.
Ah, now my mother used to use, because my parents were homeopaths and naturopaths, my mother used to use witch hazel on a cotton bud on her skin to help close her pores.
Yes.
So I understand that it's an astringent, and you know, if you're looking after your skin, you don't want nice big open pores, especially if you're living in an area that has a lot of smog or pollution. You want to keep your pores closed to ensure that you won't get lots of pollutants in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it actually helps in maintaining the pH level of the skin. So it's really important after the exfoliation. You should do some mist with the instant hydrating mist toner, because actually it goes into the pores and helps in maintaining the pH level of the skin.
Love that. Now I have friends who have bought spare bottles and they actually keep it in the fridge. So if you're living in a hotter area of the country, if you keep this in your fridge and you spray it on cold, it is the most beautiful experience. Yeah. And when I travel, I actually take this on the plane with me, because, you know, when you're traveling long hours and you want to freshen up, this is the best product ever. So you need one in your handbag and one at home. Okay, that's a tip from me. A beautiful product there, Tony. Right. And I just want to say hello. Oh, hello, Moira Norton watching tonight. Moira is a stylist here in New Zealand. Oh. Lovely to have you watching as well. Okay, so we've got our cleanser, we've got our toner, we've got our exfoliator. People struggling with pigmentation or signs of premature aging, which is the best product to add that hydration and that moisture back to their skin? Because you've got a few products here which look very interesting.
Yeah, so we have a different moisturizing range. So if you are looking for acne, hyperpigmentation or uneven skin tone, there is one of the best product, which is Ultra Skin Lightener. Gonna help you.
It's amazing.
With all the stuff.
Now, this was one of the most popular products at our live demonstrations in India, because I know that a lot of women really struggle with their pigmentation. I know I have. It can be a result of sun exposure. It can be from childbirth or pregnancy. There's a lot of factors with regards to pigmentation, and we can't always treat the cause of it, but we can treat what's appearing on the skin on the outside. So if this is made from natural ingredients with no bleach,
so
what are the ingredients that stop it then?
Oh yes, the main active ingredient in that one is licorice, ginseng, and mulberry.
Oh, so what did they do?
So they are actually helps in giving you the even skin tone. It's rich in antioxidants. So mulberry you can eat.
Wow.
And you can apply. And the other is the licorice as well. So licorice actually, it's like a medicinal value. So like if you are drinking licorice tea, it actually helps the body as well.
So true.
Yes, and it also helps with the the problem of the pigmentation, scars, and acne. So lots of when the kids are grown up, when they are in their teenage, they start getting some of the pimples and acne, and because there are different types of acne. For every skin type has a different, there are different, if you read about the acne, there are so many types. So if some of the kids, when they are growing up and going through the puberty thing, so that actually acne is caused by the hormones,
Of course,
when they are growing up and changing. So this is actually, the product helps at that time as well.
Wow. And I noticed too, I've had so many people in my life who have really struggled with acne, and they're left with that acne scarring, which can then be pigmented as well, so it can go brown. So this is a good product for that as well?
It is a good product. It's good for blemishes. It's
Wonderful.
Good for uneven skin tone. And it's good for the acne, like the pimples, the pustules. And there are other, like the freckles.
Oh, wow.
So it's like for...
I must admit, I always had a lot of freckles, and then in my 30s, I ended up with a lot of really big black patches of pigmentation. In fact, I had what they call the pigmentation mask. So I'd always wear sunglasses, but then the sun affected the pigmentation around my eyes, so I looked a little bit like Batman. No, it was pretty bad, and I felt so bad. I would never leave the house without makeup, and so after using that, this is not a short-term solution. This is because there's no bleachers in here, and that's a good thing, because any bleachers can cause damage, and you don't want to do that to your beautiful skin, and that can affect your health as well. This is a longer term solution. Those ingredients will inhibit the production of melanin that causes your pigmentation. And all of a sudden you'll notice, it starts to break down as your skin cells regenerate, as you're getting rid of the dry skin cells using your exfoliator, as you're getting fresher, brighter skin there. What you'll see is new skin cells coming through without the pigmentation. That's exactly what happened to me, and these products seriously have reduced my pigmentation by about 80%. I can finally go out. There are days when I go out without makeup, and that's a big deal, Tony.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that is the Ultra, that's the Ultra Skin Lightener.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember all the names. The Ultra Skin Lightener, an absolute must-have. If you've just joined the stream, all of these products are available on the Manuka Tree website, www.manukatree.co.nz. Actually, there you go. Awesome, excellent. Okay, so that's your key steps if you're wanting to revitalize and refresh. There are also other products available in the range. So we've got the Marula Moisturizer. If you love a really good matte finish underneath your makeup, this is the moisturizer for you. It's made using oil from the marula seed. Yes, so that's an African seed. And again, that's very close to human sebum, the oil that our skin naturally produces. It gives you a beautiful matte finish underneath your makeup, and it's a great product to have. I love it, very hydrating at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the last product in this range right here, the Aloe Cocoa Eye Cream. Now, if you think about aloe vera is very good for calming the skin. It's good for everything. You can even drink it. It calms your insides.
Yeah.
But at the same time, while we want skin that isn't red and puffy, we still want to look fresh and bright in the eyes. And that's what the cocoa does in that product. Honestly, there's been days because I work long hours, I've been so tired, and people have said to me, "You look fantastic, Monique. What have you done? Oh, you're just looking so bright." I've been remiss. I didn't want to tell people my secret, but that's actually my secret. So if you want younger, brighter, fresh-looking eyes, because to be honest, team, as we get older, our skin does start to sag and it starts to wrinkle a little. That one product right there will help with those signs of premature aging. It may not be wrinkles, it could be dehydration.
Yes.
So there you go. All right, Tony, it is time for us to head away. What are the last parting bits of wisdom you'd love to share with our viewers about natural skincare and why they should be using it?
Okay, so natural skincare, it's really gonna help you throughout, you know, your journey of the life. So if you are getting, you know, older and getting onto the stage till you want a good skin, so it is one of the best products you can start using now.
Yes.
And the one more tip I want to give you is drink plenty of water.
Yes.
Eat healthy, eat fresh, and put the sunscreen every day.
Every day. I totally agree. And parting tips from me, you look after your insides with great health. So look after your outsides as well. Use natural products and make sure that, like the entire range on the Manuka tree, they're sourced from nature. It's time for us to head away. Thank you all very much for being part of this stream. And remember, if you've got any questions about any of the products on the website, send them through via the website or through the Manuka Tree Facebook page, because I'm on the other end and I'm happy to answer your questions. Tony, thank you so much for bringing the range into the studio today. And wherever you're watching in the world, look after yourself, look after your health, and stay fabulous. I'm Monique Bradley here in New Zealand at the Your Fix TV studio. Ka kite anō, e noho rā.